Starting in the name of Allah, the most merciful, mighty and gracious to all. Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim, and welcome to the class of organizational behavior. Today we are going to start our second lecture, and the theme of the lecture is influences on employee behavior. Before starting the lecture, let me first explain that what is basically the idea behind this topic. Our topic is influences the behavior of employee. Influences, it means here what are those factors which having some impact over the behavior of employee, or in other words we can say what are the different forces that can affect the employee behavior within a system, within a social unit. मतलब ज़मू दा कम च टॉपिक दे दे हदफ दा दे च आया दा से कम फोर्सेस सी च अगे सरा एम्प्लॉय बिहेवियर इफेक्ट की. बेसिकली एम्प्लॉय बिहेवियर च कम दे आगा द्वारा कम दे यौ दे परफॉर्मेंस ओरिएंटेड और यौ दे ऑर्गेनाइजेशनल ओरिएंटेड सिटीजनशिप च होता है. उस मुंग बुदा गुरु आया at the back what are the different forces that can affect the employee behavior. Now in this second lecture we will inshallah cover the following contents, and these are the contents. Here we will discuss the model of employee behavior, then we will discuss the internal forces, and we will discuss the external forces. Under your external forces we have some external factors or some external environmental factors, and we will also discuss some work environment related factors. Now work environment related factors chikam de da mein hum external ki akhas di. Then after that we will discuss the internal factors. Internal factors ke motivation, attitude, knowledge, skills and abilities. Now internal and external the aga forces the aga factors the che kam sa so employee behavior they affect kai. Later on we will discuss clear all the factors in detail with the proper examples. कोशिश को चे तासो बुक ने इस्तेफादा कोई जब तासो इंशाल्लाह दलता यो minimum idea तासो explain kama. First of all we are going to discuss the model of employee behavior. I am model of employee behavior there. The whole is the model of your employee behavior. If you remember in the first lecture I explained the concept of model. Model se to model is what? Model is simply a summary of your reality. Kam sis hakikat ke de, is it whatever the things we have in reality, model only represents sada alfaz ke a sample of that reality. That is called model. उस एम्प्लॉय बिहेवियर चे दे मॉडल से दे मतलब सिंपल स्टेटेड चे आया अगर कम फोर्स दी चे एम्प्लॉय बिहेवियर इफेक्ट कई नो अगई समरी चे दा अगई समरी दा वी हैव सम एक्सटर्नल फैक्टर्स. एक्सटर्नल फैक्टर्स के वी हैव सम इकोनॉमिक कंडीशंस, वी हैव सम टेक्नोलॉजिकल कंडीशंस, वी हैव सम लेबर मार्केट फोर्सेस, वी हैव सम लॉज एंड रेगुलेशंस, एंड वी हैव सम लेबर यूनियंस. Initially I told you when we are talking about employee behavior, no employee behavior chekam de aga basically mungsara dwara kam de two types. Yo chede aga desta sara task performances, or yo chekam de that is simply known as your organizational citizenship. Up yo de task performance behavior. Task performance behavior mean che employee aga behavior that is totally oriented toward the task, toward the job. So your job related che come employee behavior, the task oriented behavior, that is simply known as your task performance behavior of employee. Or yo de stasu sara next OCB, organizational citizenship behavior. Organizational citizenship behavior mean that behavior of the employee which is not relevant to the contract but that is more clear or away from the contract. मतलब यो आगा behavior the employee आगा कानून दी चे कम contract के employee ला mention लेकिन आगा responsibilities duties rather than the contract नोरम सिंपल अल्फाज के ऑर्गेनाइजेशनल एथिक्स, follow the organizational ethics, is it corporate social responsibility. No, the employee corporate social responsibility chikam behavior de, that is known as organizational citizenship behavior. उस क्वेश्चन दलता दा दे आया दा दवा बिहेवियर चे दे एम्प्लॉइज यो टास्क और यो ओसीपी आया दा संग मॉडिफाई की दा पस इफेक्ट की नो दा इफेक्ट की गी स्तासो फैक्ट एक्सटर्नल फैक्टर्स बने और दा इफेक्ट की गी स्तासो डिफरेंट वर्किंग कंडीशंस बने दा दी स्तासो ओवरऑल वर्किंग कंडीशंस तो क्या है इकोनॉमिक, टेक्नोलॉजिकल, लेबर, लॉज, रेगुलेशंस एंड लेबर यूनियंस द टोल्स तासो एक्सटर्नल फैक्टर्स सी सुपरविजन या सुपरवाइजर रोल, ऑर्गेनाइजेशन एंड कोवर्कर्स दा चिकम द्री फैक्टर्स सी एंड दीज आर सब कैटेगराइज्ड इनटू सब फैक्टर्स दा चिकम दे दा मुंगसरा वर्किंग कंडीशंस की इट मींस वर्किंग कंडीशंस एंड एक्सटर्नल फैक्टर्स it basically affect the employee behavior. No, the employee motivation के, the employee attitude के, knowledge के, skills and ability के फर्क रावली जिसंगा दा सीजन इफेक्ट की organization के employee behavior develop शी either it will be toward task performance, either it will be toward organizational citizenship behavior, and that will lead to two outcomes. Either it will be personal objective gains or either it will be definitely organizational objective gains. Hope inshallah the model concept will be clear. Now we are going to explain first the external environment factors. Ab external environment factor na pehla let me explain the concept of environment, atmosphere. Well je saso mashallah business student ani already tafta pata hai chikura कल हम चे प्लानिंग की गई नो ऑर्गेनाइजेशन डेफिनेटली अखबल इंटरनल और एक्सटर्नल एनवायरनमेंट चे कलंदे आ डेफिनेटली स्कैन कई डिफरेंट एनालिसिस थी ऑर्गेनाइजेशन चे आगा एग्जीक्यूट कई बट द मेजर एंड फेमस एनालिसिस दैट इज स्वॉट एनालिसिस चे कम के ऑर्गेनाइजेशन अखबल इंटरनल और एक्सटर्नल एलिमेंट फाइंड आउट को and their organizations clear the management find out that what are the strengths and weaknesses and what are the opportunities and threats. उस स्ट्रेंथ और वीकनेसेस दैट होल इंटरनल एनवायरनमेंट एलिमेंट थी जबकि स्तासो चिकम अपॉर्चुनिटीज और थ्रेट्स थी अगर स्तासो एक्सटर्नल एनवायरमेंटल फैक्टर्स थी बेसिकली द एनवायरमेंटल फैक्टर चिकम दे द अल्टन स्कीम की नाउ वी आर गोइंग टू स्टडी आवर फर्स्ट एनवायरमेंटल फैक्टर एंड दीज आर आवर एक्सटर्नल एनवायरमेंटल फैक्टर्स हियर इट इज देयर आर सो मेनी एक्सटर्नल एनवायरमेंटल फैक्टर्स द आर फैक्टर्स दी external environmental factors which mostly organizations hand ke nishtari means simply stated that these are the external forces or external environmental forces which the organization having very less power to manage. Why? Because these are clear in the external environment. Ab dekhe we have multiple forces. Number one, that is economic condition. Number two, that is technological changes. Number three, that is labor market conditions. Number four, laws and regulations, and the last, that is labor unions. Now कोशिश कमा ची हर योता सुला एग्जांपल उस एक्सप्लेन कमा जिदा तासो आइडिया क्लियर की ऑलरेडी दा चीज़ों ने तासो वेरी हमदी लेकिन जल्द तक सिर्फ यो एग्जांपल just to make your idea clear. Number one, economic condition. What is economic condition? If external factors is economic condition tell us basically the economic factors or economic indicators that what is happening in the market. Economic conditions च कम दे the basically your state your country economic indicators मुझे explain कई च आया economy किस तरह रवाना like for example if का economy के recession रवान दे मतलब हर यो चीज बिल्कुल down approach के दे no it means definitely it will affect the buying power of your employees your customers. If there is a boom in the market mean everything clear that is in the peak so it means again the buying power chade employee ya customer ab affect ki definitely. Ab reason is if there is a recession har you see let's suppose down ki de recession de har you see kambutte no what will be happen buying power chade agabum kamegi reason एक च recession दे खल्को सारा पैसा नष्ट दा नो definitely product demand च कम दे आबम कमी च product demand कमी नो definitely अगे buying च दे आबम कमी دینا علاوه ریسیشن کې جابونه نه ریسیشن کې کارونه نه چې کارونه نه نو خلکو سره به جابز نه چې خلکو سره جابز بزنس به نه نو پیسې به نه چې پیسې به نه نو ډیفینیټلی افیکټ بایینګ پاور به کیږي سو دا د تاسو اکانومیک کنډیشنز چې اکانومیک کنډیشن چې کوم دی امونږ ته دا وای نه کوي چې آیا واټ از هپننګ ان د اکانومي hope inshallah idea will be clear. Next we have technological changes or a very common one example de come technology de external market ke that also affect clear the organizational performances yeah the employee performances. Reason why? Because market ke let's suppose external market ke de technology boom de and within the organization che come de internal premises ke par technology mane focus na kai so what will be happen? The performance of the organization will be low. ولی چې ګوره لیټ سپوز دو ارګنایزیشنز دي ارګنایزیشن A ارګنایزیشن B اوس ارګنایزیشن A چې کوم دی هغه ټیکنالوژي اپګریډ کوي لیکن ارګنایزیشن B چې کوم ده هغه ټیکنالوژي نه اپګریډ کوي اب واټ ویل بی هپن کم چې ټیکنالوژي فار ایگزامپل ارګنایزیشن B دا چې ټیکنالوژي نه اپګریډ کوي لیکن ډیفینیټلی دے هاف ټو امپروو دیئر کوالټي پروډکټیویټي نو پروڈکٹیوٹی سے پارا ہوئی بچے کئی اگر بھی ڈیفینیٹلی زیادہ کار کئی اٹ مین دیٹ the people they will take more pressure and this pressure will definitely create the stress and stress will lead to the less productivity so it means کہ technology upgradation چې کوم دی دا organization کې effect لري it has a positive effect in the organizational productivity aspect یا دینا علاوہ نن سبا organization چې کوم دی هغه shift کیږي لګي manual system نه toward the electronic system toward the technological changes. Now, there definitely you have to train your employees regarding to those technologies. So, chikala munga training taraf tarashu. So, it means we have to provide full concentration on the employees training regarding those technologies. We have to upgrade the skills of our employees. So, it means again the behavior, the learning behavior this time is getting effect. And this effect is just because of the technological changes. ولی چې ټیکنالوژي چې کوم دا هغه د امپلوي پرفارمنس چې کوم دی هغه نورم بوست کی یا به مکمل بوست کی یا به مکمل ډاون کی لایک فار ایگزامپل زه تاسو له دا لیکچر ریکارډ کوم if I don't have the capacity to operate or abilities to operate this lecture or for example these software so I am unable زه به پاتې شم او نور خلک چې دا ممنه اکسل وکي is it so it means definitely technology has a impact over our productivity yeah behavior. Next we have the labor market conditions. What is labor market conditions? As I told you that labor market condition it has a connection with the economic conditions. If there is a recession, let's suppose if there is a recession in the market ka market ke recession da ya for example ka market ke boom de whatever if ka recession de no recession ke what will be happen recession ke jobuna nishte di so what will be happen unskilled labor چې کوم دی د دې چې د ریپلیسمنٹ به ډیره اسانه شي لیکن سکل لیبر چې کوم دی د دې شارټیج پیدا شي سکل لیبرز مین فار ایگزامپل لایک تاسو ډاکټرز لایک تاسو انجینیرز آی ټي پروفیشنلز نو د دې اکثر سوی اکثر لیبر مارکیټ کې داسې کنډیشن راشي ریسیشن دی انامپلویمنٹ دی صحیح شو نو ارګنایزیشن ټو د پوینټ خلک هایر کوي نو ټو د پوینټ خلک کې چې کوم سکل لیبر خلک دي تشوره پروفیشنل خلک د دې ډیمانډ لک سیوا شي بیکاز وی هاف ټو نیډ د سکلفل پیپل ولې چې لس کسانو کار چې دی ابو یو یا دوه یا درې کسانو باندې مونږ کوو سو اټ مینز سکل لیبر چې کوم کاست دی تشوره هغه مورم هاي شي لیکن دینه علاوه سم ټایمز وی هاف کلیر ا فل امپلویمنٹ ان د مارکیټ نو بیا چې کوم انسکلډ خلک دي مطلب انسکلډ لیبر بلو کالر امپلویز نو هغه ریپلیسمنٹ ډیره زیاته اسانه شي ایزلی دے کین ریپلیس نو ځکه دا وایي چې لیبر مارکیټ کنډیشن چې کوم دی دا هم امپلوي بیهیویر چې کوم دی هغه افیکټ کوي ارګنایزیشن ایون بیهیویر افیکټ کوي and it is connected with the economic conditions. Next we have laws and regulations. Every organization that is regulating according to some government laws मतलब suppose your organization दे the organization چې کوم دی دا یو government په system کې operate کی मतलब government has clear a direct influence clear on the operations of the organization मतलब its registration वगैरह etc government और registration څنګه کوي سچولا د دې copyright acts په څنګه for example دا څه کې دینه علاوه چې کوم state banks دي هغه commercial bank څنګه regulate کوي سچو هغه ته نوټس وغیرہ څنګه کیږي نو دا یو system دی چې where organization they are operating in the under the influence of the government so government clear influence the organization performances لیکن دینه علاوه organization دنه also laws ready like for example employees laws. अब अगर laws कम दी, अगर laws देर जाती, I have just mentioned 3 or 4 laws just to make your idea clear. Yow the Privacy Act. Privacy Act simply it means that how the organization, the management will protect clear the privacy of an employee, how they will protect the data of the employee. Next, organization will give the assurity to the government that their working condition or the working layout is drug free. मतलब कि अल्ता any substances या abusive substances जदे या alcohol वगैरह use नश करे. Organization will give the proper guarantee insurance to the government. After that, we have another law, that is Workers Notification Act. और Workers Notification Act मतलब दा दे कि कला हम organization से unit या से facility खत्म कवल हुआड़ी. When organization, when company want to, for example, decline its any of the unit or any of the facility or layoff clear of the employees, so organization must has to give a notification to the employees. This is known as the prior workers notification. बाइट चे दा चिकम दे दा 2 months या 60 days prior notice वर्की चे मुंगा दा यूनिट खत्मा डिपार्टमेंट खत्मा वल गवाड़ू या मुंगा 50 कसान ऑफ ले ऑफ का वल गवाड़ू ऑर्गेनाइजेशन मतलब खत्मा वल गवाड़ू वी वांट टू डिलीट 50 people from the organization. नो ऑर्गेनाइजेशन बाइट चो की ऑर्गेनाइजेशन बाइट अगर एम्प्लॉय द 60 days prior notice वर्की कदा से उनेशी नो पर डे चे कम सैलरी दा दब ऑर्गेनाइजेशन पे कई अगर एम्प्लॉय ला अप टू 2 months सपोर्ट. अब it also affect that is also laws and regulations which are basically affecting clear the employee behavior. Next is labor unions. What are very common the labor union ittihadiyan chita surtawai. Ab ittihadiyan it basically explain the strength of the labor union. Aya labor unions sura kabiri tas organization ke how much they are representing or how much they are able to protect the employee rights. Dina ilawa the CBA, collective bargaining agent. Collective bargaining agent simply means on the behalf of the employee, the CBA, that is a committee, human resource are linked there, that basically deliberate or communicate with the top management. When the laborers having some demands and they want to proceed their demands to the top management, so CBA, collective bargaining agent, acting as a negotiator, the top management sara khabar ki that the top management should fulfill the demands of the labor. And clear and labor should clear accept the demands of the management. So simply stated, labor unions से कम दे दा हम strong labor union से शुरू से सूरत साथो organization की labor union strong दे. It means that they have the right to protect the employee rights. So definitely employee चेदे will be मतलब employee चेदे अब जान norm protect साथी. Employee will understand that he or she is more protected clear in the organization if there is a strong labor unions. It means that it also influence the behavior of the employee. Hope inshallah idea will be clear. The total external factors which I have explained right now. Now within the external factors, now we are studying the working condition. Yeah, we are studying the working environment. Us munga guru che aya employee comes a car kai. That place is known as workplace. It has an atmosphere, and that atmosphere is known as your work environment, your work atmosphere. What are the different factors, forces which influence the behavior of the employee under the working environment? These can be the outcomes, these can be the supervision and leadership, it can be the organization, and it also can be the workers. Now let me explain all the concept in detail. That is simple seasonally. What are outcomes? Outcomes mean nataij, expectancy. Is it? अब देखिए different outcomes की देसी चलो ना पहले चले that is personal outcomes. What very simple. Personal outcomes are those that have the value to individual. मतलब simply stated, the organization सलाम के कारकों सही हुआ उस आया मादे पारा कम यू सीस value लरी. What is basically clear the thing which basically value to me. कम सीजू नदी चे मादे पारा value लरी. लेकिन जो वाया मा चे organization के सलाम माला डेर खपे कई. It means pay is a value for me. या organization चे दे माला डेर जात recognition रा कई. Recognition simply means clear यानी reputation. सही हुआ माला पहचान रा कई. अब बुरा जो वाया मा चे pay is not important for me. Recognition is more important for me. Value for me. Representation for me. Reward for me. That is number one personal outcome. Sura, for example, your individual chede, your nafar chekam de, sura your sisla value or koi, that will make the expectancy. چې څوره ایکسپیکټنسي زیات شي توقع سیوا شي څوره اوره موټیویشن لیول هم سیوا شي لکه فار ایگزامپل ما دې لپاره پی ډیر ویلیوبل ده یا ما دې لپاره ریکوګنیشن ډیر ویلیوبل ده is it so definitely it will definitely affect my behavior که زه وایم چې ارګنایزیشن مالا کم پی راکړي څه نو د ما behavior به چینجي مطلب ما پرفارمنس ما پروډکټیویټي به هغه شانتي دی I will search for the other organizations is it so that is known as the personal outcomes نو personal outcome چې کوم دی دا employee behavior affect کوي دینه علاوه organizational behavior मतलब ऑर्गेनाइजेशनल आउटकम्स आया ऑर्गेनाइजेशन कम यू चीज ला वैल्यू वर्क आया ऑर्गेनाइजेशन तासो टीम वर्क ला वैल्यू वर्क इंडिविजुअल वर्किंग ला वैल्यू वर्क प्रोडक्टिविटी ला वैल्यू वर्क क्वालिटी ला वैल्यू वर्क या फॉर एग्जांपल एम्प्लॉय रिलेशनशिप ला वैल्यू वर्क बोले डिफरेंट अप्रोचेस दी डेर ऑर्गेनाइजेशन जासी दी जैसा मुंगा फॉर एग्जांपल लीडरशिप ग्रेट लीडरशिप थ्योरी की वली दी च डेर ऑर्गेनाइजेशन जासी दी च वही च दे फॉर एग्जांपल अगर सिर्फ खल्को ला इंपॉर्टेंस वर्क पीपल आर मोर इंपॉर्टेंट वैल्यू द पीपल their management styles asidi organization asidi che aga people they not provide clear value to the people they think they have the belief that do more value or give more value clear to the task job la kar matlab khalko na sirf karu basi ab it also affect the organizational outcomes say show organization de che aga sirf productivity mane focus kai matlab for example زه سلام کې کار کوم او سلام ماته وایي چې ته څوره کار کوي کنه لیکن ستا آوټپوټ چې کوم دی دیٹ از ناٹ اکارډنګ ټو اور سټانډرډ اٹ مین دیٹ دے آر ناٹ ریکوګنایزینګ می دا زما پروډکټیویټي باندې صرف او صرف فوکس کوي ته شولا زما ریلیشنشپ په دې باندې هیڅ فوکس نه کوي اب دیٹ از نون ایز د آرګنایزیشنل آوټکمز امپلوي پرسپشن اف آوټکمز آر امپورټنٹ ډیټرمیننټس اف امپلوي بیهیویر very common ګوره امپلوي پرسپشن چې دی امپلوي پرسپشن مین وات آی ام پرسیوینګ زه لګي څه سوچ کوم زه لګي څه ایکسپیکټ کوم صورت چې زما ایکسپیکټیشن چې دی فار ایگزامپل پوزټیو دی او زما پروډکټیویټي زما بیهیویر چې دی ابو پوزټیو ابو هاي why because here it is clearly explained چې employee perception چې کوم دی هغه employee behavior determine کوي like for example if I perceive I will get more I will be motivated زه وایم چې زه چې سوره مهنت کوم سلام کې definitely salam will give me clear on the behalf of this salam will definitely give me more I will be more motivated. And then let's suppose if I perceive that the team is not working well, I will be unmotivated or unhappy. So therefore it says that employee perception che the employee behavior there is that effect kai. Like as da fikr kuma chigura I shall try my level best to explain the lectures at the very easy level and in the very simple language. The कोशिश कोमा कि lecture English की हम explain कमा और plus पुख्तो की हम explain कमा बोले English की हो already books दक्स दी صحیح شو بوکونه ډک دي انګلیش کې لیکن زما هدف دا ده چې ډایرکټلی تاسو له اگزامپل کې ایکسپلین کوم اب why I am doing this thing because I have some perception I have some expectation from my students چې سټوډنټان ډایرکټلی زما د اگزامپل نه کانسپټ والی او پریکټیکلی خپل لرنینګ وکي اب that is my perception clear about the students and it will make me more motivated and motivation is my behavior it means that my perception leads to my behavior نو ځکه دا وایي چې employee perception چې کوم دی هغه employee behavior باندې تاثیر لري outcome نه علاوه we have supervisors or leadership concept let me explain this whole slide into a very simple word دا وایي اوس چې کوم تاسو management style دی یا اوس چې کوم تاسو لیډرشپ سټایل دی آیا د لیډرشپ سټایل چې دی امپلوي بیهیویر دغه لري انفلوئنس لري که نه لري ویری کامن ګوره درې رقم سټایلز موږ ویلي دي که تاسو ته یاد دي آټوکریټک پارټیسیپیټیو اینډ فری رین اول دوه به زه تاسو له لږ غونه ایکسپلین کوم چې تاسو له آیډیا کلیر شي ګوره سپوز زه ستاسو یو ټیچر یم سپوز آی ایم یور لیډر یا آی ایم ا مینیجر صحیح شوه زه آټوکریټک سټایل یوز کوم آټوکریټک مین چې زه صرف او صرف تاسو باندې سپرویژن کول غواړم مطلب آی ایم جسٹ ایکټینګ ایز ا باس تاسو به صرف زما حکم منئ زه به تاسو نه اورم تاسو به صرف ما اورئ if I am right I am wrong doesn't matter you must have to follow my orders that's it it's called autocratic full authoritative بل د participative سره چې مونږه اشتراک کې شرکت وکړو صحیح شو میوچولی کمباین شو او یو بل سره مشوره به بیچ باندې زه ډیسیژن والم ډیفینیټلی ډیسیژن I will take being as a leader لیکن میتھڈ څه دی چې زه به تاسو انوالو کوم زه به تاسو اورم بیا چې د ډیسیژن به زه اورم نو definitely people will definitely follow clear or prefer to that participative leadership style. Now why people are preferring this participative leadership style? Because it is clear according to the behavior. سو ځکه دا وایي چې سوپروایزر یا لیډرشپ چې کوم دغه دی سټایل دی صحیح شوه هغه هم چې دی امپلوي بیهیویر افیکټ کوي. hope inshallah idea will be clear. Now we have the self-fulfilling prophecy under this. What a self-fulfilling prophecy your theory, the prophecy mean a theory, a concept, a view. The Pygmalion effect described that how the expectations of a supervisor can influence the behavior of the subordinate. ګوره Pygmalion effect مطلب دا دی دا یو ډېر غټ کانسپټ دی تھیوري ده لیکن دلته ما ورکوټه غونې لیکلی دی چې پازیټیو رینفورسمنټ چې کوم دی پازیټیو موټیویشن همیشه امپلوی موټیویټ ساتي. همیشه چې پازیټیو رینفورسمنټ کوي نو ډیفینیټلی امپلوی پروډکټیویټي امپلوی موټیویشن لیول به هائی ساتي. نو اوس سیلف فلفلینګ پروفیسي تھیوري څه وایي؟ دا وایي چې کم ستاسو سوپروایزر که نه مطلب کم ستاسو لیډر دی کم ستاسو مینجمنټ دی اټس ایکسپیکټیشن از بیسیکلی افیکټ د امپلوی بیهیویر. دا چې کوم کانسپټ دی دا چې کومه تھیوري ده دا مې یو اگزامپل سره ایکسپلین کړی دی ایٹ د یور لیول تاکې تاسو له آیډیا کلیر شي. سپوز زه ستاسو ټیچر یم I'm your teacher and now I having some expectation from you that such students, for example ABC students will take 95% marks. اوس دا کم چې ABC سټوډنټان دي چې کم نه زما expectation 90% دی هغوی ته پته ده چې سر مونږ نه 95% expectation لري. they will work hard, they will put their full effort to get 95%. is it not their behavior affected by me being as a supervisor? Definitely their behavior is affected by me. clear wali چې ما هغوی نه 95% expectation وکړله. अब now they will fulfill this expectation. no دې لپاره they will work hard. this work hard clear leads to their change in the behavior. that is known as the self-fulfilling prophecy concept. مطلب چې کله هم سوپروایزر نو سوپروایزر ډیفینیټلی ارګنایزیشنز کې خلکو امپلویز بیهیویر افیکټ کوي ولې چې سوپروایزر هغونه ایکسپیکټیشن کوي چې د پیپل ویل پرفارم اکارډنګ ټو دیز ایکسپیکټیشنز. hope inshallah idea will be clear. now under supervisor we have the next, that is LMX theory. what is LMX theory? leader management exchange theory هم دیتا وایي. را روان کلاسونو کې ان شاء الله ډیټیل کې ایکسپلین کوم دلته صرف یو آیډیا درکوم. ګوره LMX theory مطلب دا دی چې مینجمنټ چې کوم دی هغه ګروپس په شکل کې کار کوي. management, leader, supervisor, they are working in the form of the groups. Up when they are working, they are dealing with the groups. Sometime within the group, the supervisor, the manager, they having close relationship with some people and they have less close relationship with the other people. So the people to whom supervisor they are very much close, their relationships are strong. Their behaviors will be influenced, positive influence. Lekin the people who clear having less communication or closeness with the supervisor, their behaviors will be definitely changed, but that will be adverse in direction. मतलब چې کله ګروپ په شکل کې کار کوي لیټ سپوز زه یو ګروپ په شکل کې کار کوم او ګروپ کې ډیفینیټلی ډیر خلک به داسې چې دی ویل بی ویری نیر ټو می او ډیر خلک به داسې چې هغه به مانه لري لیکن کم خلک به ما سره به ډیر اټیچي اټومیټیکلی هغوی بیهیویر چې دی هغه به ډیر پازیټیو وي دی ویل بی مور ایکټیو. لیکن کم هغه خلک فار ایگزامپل چې هغه ما سره مطلب دوره ریلیشنشپ کې نشته دي ته شوره هغه به دوره ایکټیو نه وي دی ویل بی ان ایکټیو. So it means LMX theory and the way leader management exchange theory is the idea that where a leader develop and maintain a unique distinct relationship with members. So to few members leader has a very close relationship while to few having unclose relationship. This close relationship will create clear the positive behavior and this unclose relationship will behave clear the adverse relationship. No څنګه دا وایي چې LMX theory هم اندا concept ورکوي چې supervisors definitely affect clear the behavior of the employees. hope inshallah a bit idea will be clear. اوس ته working conditions کې دنه we have the next, that is organizational influences. آیا organization څنګه influence کوي؟ ګوره دا خو very common غونه خبره ده چې first of all organizational reward system. organization چې ښه پی کوي people will be happy. suppose اوس organization چې دی په دې critical situation کې مالا وایي چې Mr. D we will definitely pay you whatever the salary, for example we have contracted with you clear from the home, from the telecommunicating services we will pay you clear as it is. Now that is the reward structure for me. If organization is not letting me down clear in this hard or adverse situation, so what will be happen? I will be motivated. No da de baches taso awal organizational structure reward structure. So organization sura ham matlab pay kai خپي کوي سوره perks ور کوي سوره benefits ور کوي سوره rewards ور کوي, people will be more motivated. Yeah, people behavior will be more toward the organization. This includes not only the tangible but also the intangible things like acceptance, recognition, training, etc. Already we have discussed. Next is organizational culture. What is culture? اسه خو بوکیش ډیفینیشن چې دی هغه کلچر جدا دی, لیکن زه تاسو دلته یو جرنل ډیفینیشن در کوم چې کلچر څه دی. کلچر څه دی؟ کلچر come up with the norms. صحیح شو؟ یا کلچر څه دی؟ Culture simply statement what people are performing within a situation, یا within a circumstance, within an environment, within a boundaries. That is called culture. یو سیس کې یو ځای کې چې کله خلک اوسېږي, صحیح شو, او هغې چې کوم ریلیشنشپ وي under some circumstances, generally هغې ته موږ کلچر وایو. How people are behaving, clear, let's suppose that is simply known as culture. حالانکه culture proper definition چې کوم دی, that is a combination club of norms, social norms, behaviors, attitudes, and دا سیزونه دي پکې. لیکن دلته ته جرنل explain کومه چې organizational culture څه دی. Organizational culture means چې organization دننه environment څه لري. Organization come you sees the value work, organization come you sees the value no work. Like suppose, for example, organization culture de equal employment opportunity. Your organization has a culture that we will, for example, value our employees. Ab value our employees, that comes clear. It is basically a norm. It is basically a value, which value is a part of culture because organization is following this thing. So it means कि कम organization equal employment opportunity या कम organization employee la value work है. It means that is a part of a culture. No, alta employee से alta employee will be definitely motivated. His or her behavior will be definitely positive at peak. So ځکه دا وایي چې organizational culture چې کوم دی دا هم employee behavior باندې effect لري. It is a set of values, beliefs and norms, patterns of behavior shared by the organization members and that guide their behavior. Like for example, organizational citizenship या organizational ethics. چې کوم organization ethics باندې follow کیږي, definitely هغه چې کوم employees دي هغوی behavior کې هم ethics راشي. صحیح شو؟ Hope inshallah idea will be clear. Now next is job design. ګوره HR topic the job design. چې how a job is designed, how a job is structured. आया यो job के job description or job specification, how much these statements are clear to an employee. ګوره زما وظیفه ده, زما وظیفه کې زما چې کوم responsibilities دي دا څو حده پورې ماته clear دي. If these responsibilities are much clear to me, I'll be satisfied. If the things are clear to me, things mean I'm talking about standards. مطلب چې ماته پته وي چې زما job کې زما ارزیابي په کم standards باندې کیږي. صحیح شو؟ So definitely I will work out on those standards. I will achieve those standards. So that is simply known as job design. چې څوره organization job structure design دي clearly, it will give a clear picture to the employee. صحیح شو؟ Employee behavior will be, مطلب employee چې کوم satisfaction level دی هغه چې کوم outcome دی, that will be more appropriate. نو ځکه دا employee behavior effect کی. It is the development and alteration of the components of a job such as the task, scope, responsibilities, duty to improve productivity and quality. Hope inshallah idea will be clear. Now the next is co-workers. Very common غونې خبره ده. Co-workers mean your colleagues. تاسو چې کم organization کې کم خلکو سره کار کوئ, نو آیا هغه خلکو سره تاسو روابط څنګه دي؟ For example, we are working in an organization and definitely organization depends upon on the people. Now the people, peers, colleagues, co-workers, clear, to whom we are clear in the relationship. What about their relationships? What about their formal relationship and what about their informal relationship? What about the use of authority? What about the use, clear, the concept of power? که خلکو ته پاور ملاو دي نو هغه پاور غلط استفاده کوي که نه کوي. که خلکو ته فار ایگزامپل نورمز دي, آیا خلک نورمز فالو کوي که نه کوي. اب نورمز سمپلی مینز, نورمز څه ته وایي؟ نورمز سمپلی وایي ستاسو رولز ته, سوشل ایتھکس ته. نورمز څه دی؟ نورم رولز خو هغه وي چې کوم ریټن فارم کې, لیکن نورمز هغه رول دي چې کوم ریټن فارم کې نه وي. لکه فار ایگزامپل زه تاسو ته وایم smoking is not allowed in the organization یا in the workplace. اب that is a rule, it is in the written form. लेकिन to respect the ladies या to respect the elders, صحیح شو, دا یو نورم دی. لکه یو داسې قسم دی چې هغه ریټن نه دی, موږ ټولو ته پته ده. So that is informal rules for appropriate behavior established within a work group. لکه موږ وایو کنه ladies first, چې چې څنګه فار ایگزامپل organization کې لیډي د موږ وایو چې لیډي له اول نمبر ورکړي. اب اټ از بیسیکلی ا نام، دا یو نام دی. نو ځکه دا وایي چې د کو ورکرز چې کوم دی، د کلیګز چې کوم دی، د ورکرز چې کوم دی موږ سره چې کوم سره موږ organization کې فار ایگزامپل پاتې کیږو، آیا دې سره زموږ ټرست سوره دی او دې سره زموږ کوهیسیونس سوره دی. کوهیسیونس simply means togetherness and willingness to remain part of group. ګوره very common خبره ده. let's suppose زما یو گروپ دی، زما یو فرینډز دی، informal relationship में दे organization के यो डले चे कमदा अगा very passionate दे. every time they are talking about clear the productivity, every time they are generating the new ideas, every time they are talking clear about the new ideas, the new concepts, clear, every time they will motivate you. और यो bulk group दे that every time clear they are adverse in conditions, every time they are talking clear about the demotivation, every time they are for example bad barking غیبت کوي دی یو بل. نو اوس تاسو ما تخپل وای چې کم یو گروپ کې تاسو کار کول خوښوي. definitely that group clear which having the intentions of motivation, every time they are using the good words, the good talks. Why? because we know that that group clear has a positive attitude. نو کم خلق کو کې چې سړی وای کنه چې a man is known by the company which he keeps. چې کم صحبت کې سړی پاتې کېږي هغه صحبت تاثرات چې کومې خلکو پرسنالټي کې بیهیویئر باندې راشي. if I am related with the positive oriented people, so definitely my behavior will be positive. And if I am connected with the negative oriented people, definitely there will be a negativity content in my behavior. نو ځکه دا وایي چې دا کو ورکرز چې کوم دی د دې کمپنی چې کومه ده، د دې چې کوم نورمز دي، د دې چې کوم ethics دي، دا هم امپلوي بیهیویئر باندې ډیر زیات تاثیر لري. hope inshallah idea will be clear. Now we have some internal influences. ګوره as I told you initially چې یو external دی یو internal دی. اوس internal کې څه دی؟ internal دننه داخل کې صحیح شو. employee internal I'm talking about, not working condition internal. employee internal کې the first factor that is attitudes. ګوره what is attitude؟ ځکه تاسو ساده الفاظ کې explain کوم چې what is attitude. ګوره یو خو دا definition دی a person's general positive or negative feeling towards the person, place, things, event or idea. What is attitude? Attitude is the tendency. It can be a positive tendency, it can be a negative tendency. So the tendency of thinking towards someone or toward a person or toward a place or toward a event or idea, whatever, that is simply known as your attitude. نو attitude چې کوم دی هم چې دی employee behavior influence کوي. let's suppose یو ټیچر دی، هغه تاسو له فرست سیمستر کې ټیچینګ کړی دی and he taught you very well, you people were very much satisfied. at that time you had a positive thinking to that person, to that teacher. نو تاسو الته دا فکر وکړو چې دا سر خو ډیر ښه ټیچینګ کوي، که دا موږ ته نیکسټ سیمستر کې راشي so he will teach us well. اب in 6th semester هغه ټیچر تاسو ته دوباره راشي. is it अब now you know you had a positive tendency toward clear that teacher. अब this time 6th semester के तासो वो again your positive thinking लरे कि first time they खा teaching करे उन्हों उस बुम दा खा teaching करी. अब that is known as your attitude, that you had a positive attitude towards someone. नो दा कम चे attitude दे दा कला positive जोड़ी देशी दा कला negative हम जोड़ी देशी. अब suppose ज़यो organization तलाड़ा मा a very mega organization, a very huge organization, a well famous organization. څنګه چې organization ته لاړم نو چې الته چې reception ته لاړم نو reception کې څه دی؟ reception کې چې کم کس ناشته صحیح شو هغه ما سره ډیر په بد طریقه کې ملاو. اذا چې organization نه وروتم نو ګوره اوس چې organization نه وروتم I have clear a very negative clear attitude toward that organization just because of a single person. next time چې څوک ماته خبره کوي چې یاره هغه organization زه به وایم یاره الته خو employee behavior ډیر زیات ګنده دی. اب how I am saying this thing? because I have now a negative attitude. دما attitude چې دی دما feelings چې کوم دی هغه negative جوړ شو هغه organization په باره کې. نو ځکه دا وایي چې positive attitude and negative attitude it basically also clear influence the employee behavior. attitudes are important in training. for example, does the training intend to use the training or ignore it? very common. organization ته د تاسو لپاره یو training pre training general example دا lectures د تاسو لپاره جوړوم. is it اوس آیا زه ګورم زما positive attitude دی چې no students will learn a lot from this lecture او زه وایم یاره کې دې شي سټوډنټان خو دې نه لرن ونه کي ولې چې اول لیکچر یې نه ته کتلی نو دا به م نه ګوري. it means that this is my behavior. अब if I have a positive behavior so next time I will be more motivated, I will be definitely rich my contents. if kamata pata ho lagi che student on phone na gori say shwa no definitely next time chede the dura da na koma mehnat na koma content but relax atama. So therefore it says that attitudes are important. Next is internal ke motivation. Da ho common de tashwik. How internally you are motivated. Taso tayari two types of motivation we study kariyu. One is external motivation, aho mata sula waqt explain kar, and one is internal motivation which is known as intrinsic motivation. Sadal fas ke چې هغه کارونه چې کم تاسو internally satisfy کوي happy کوي that is known as simply internal motivation. مطلب چې کله زه lecture چې کم دی هغه English کې as well as in Pashto explain کوم. When I am explaining the lecture in English as well as in Pashto, it internally motivates me. हालांकि there is no hard and fast rule from the organization side that you must have to carry all the lectures in English. No, not at all. But it is my personal satisfaction that when I am going to explain the things clear to students in English as well as in Pashto, internally I am motivated. That is known as my external intrinsic motivation. Hope inshallah idea will be clear. So definitely gura che zura se internally motivated yama ora se chula zama lecture chede anurum chede zyad the content pake include kom. Hope idea will be clear. The last is the employee knowledge, the employee skills, the employee abilities. Now what is common hone khabar hai che gura employee sura knowledge sewa ki, sura skills appropriate ki, sura abilities learning passionate ki, ora agai motivation chede norm sewa ki, agai behavior sewa ki. Ora common hone khabar hai. First time chikala ma the lecture record ko, so I was not appropriate clear in the lecture just because of the technology, use of the technology. Wale che mata da software bara ke pata na wa chiza changa record kigi. Lekin when I used to, it means sexual zama chikam abilities hu aga lak khachu. Now day by day I am getting improvement clear in my lectures. That is just because of what? It means that there is an improvement in my skills and abilities. Therefore, now my upcoming lectures will be more appropriate. Is it? So therefore, it also changed my behavior. There is a positive sign in my behavior. So that was the end of the lecture, and hope inshallah a bit idea will be clear. Thank you so much.